Smackdown, and of course we are coming from, well, we're coming from the UK, but the show is coming from Madison Square Garden. A lot of excitement around that, and rightfully so. Yesterday's Raw, I thought was solid. I thought it was a really decent show. And I suppose you could argue that people were expecting a little bit more. I think we were so distracted by The Fiend attacking Stone Cold that when it didn't happen, we were all like, oh, okay. What's this 11:19 about then? So at least there was things for us to still get our teeth into. And for me, that's the most important thing. So 11:19 has definitely dominated my thoughts today. And the Firefly Funhouse I thought was excellent. A lot to digest there. In fact, we still need to do a video on it because we've done a video about 11:19. But we haven't done a video about the actual episode. And there's plenty to talk about. So we might have to try and get that done tomorrow. It depends, I suppose, what happens tonight. We might be getting The Fiend tonight. A lot of people thinking that 11:19 is a reference to The Undertaker's debut. Could be. I honestly have no idea. No one apart from Bray, I think, actually knows. So will we see him tonight? Will he take out the dead man? Because, of course, The Undertaker will be on SmackDown tonight. And obviously tonight comes from Madison Square Garden. Hello to everyone that is in the chat. Sue Hines with a fantastic comment there, a fantastic point. Elias is out. That's another big talking point about tonight, actually. News breaking about an hour ago that Elias is injured. He's really injured. He's really out of King of the Ring. I think this is really good for him because I don't think Elias was going to win. I don't think the final was going to be Elias versus Baron Corbin. So I actually think this is quite good for Elias because hopefully he's not out for too long. But he can now claim that had he have stayed in the tournament, he would have been King of the Ring. So it kind of gives him something for when he returns. I don't know what this means for Gable. There's lots of rumours that maybe Shane McMahon is going to put himself into the King of the Ring tournament. If I was WWE, I would book that. I would put Shane in, but have him lose. Chad Gable must progress. Chad Gable must progress. But I think it would be a good move by WWE because no one's going to want to see it. Like, everyone's going to roll their eyes. We're all going to be like, oh no, not Shane. But then Shane doesn't get through to the final. I would think that would be a lot of fun. It did cross my mind as well. I think it's crossed a few people's minds about Jason Jordan. Obviously, Jason Jordan, the old American Alpha tag partner of Chad Gable. Haven't seen him for a long time. So it'd be cool if there was a way for him to wrestle this match. But again, even in that case, Chad Gable must progress. They've done all this work with Chad Gable. He can't lose now at this semi-final stage against someone that's potentially not earned the right to even be in this tournament. So I have to wait and see. Let me know in the chat, who do you think it's going to be? 11:19. If you swap it, it makes 19:11 when The Undertaker debuted. Correct. Days, there will be an AEW game next year or 2021. Yeah, I tell you something else as well. I don't know if you saw the face scan that was online of MJF, but MJF had a face scan done, and I looked at it and thought that it was for the computer game, the video game, because they're always talking about this video game, AEW video game. But someone pointed out that if you actually look at this lanyard that is lying next to the computer, then the company that's doing the scanning is known for action figures. So a lot of people are saying now that this is actually for action figures. So not only could there be, and I'm sure there will be, an AEW game next year, or 2021, as you say, I'm starting to lean towards action figures are in the process right now, which would make sense because, of course, it takes about a year, 12 months to do action figures. So they're not going to want to wait too long to get AEW figures into shops. So already they've got to wait 12 months. So scanning now for action figures in a year's time, I think makes a lot of sense. Jason Jordan has a bum neck and won't wrestle again, so he's working backstage. the thing about that, right? I hear you, and I'm not disagreeing. The truth is, I don't know, and I'm not sure if anyone really knows because they've never come out and said he's done. No, as far as I know, Jason Jordan's never said he's finished. WWE have never said he's finished. He just disappeared, and we heard that he had an injury, and we expected him to come back, and then he didn't come back, and then there was rumours he was done, then there was rumours he was working backstage as a producer, which I think are pretty much confirmed. I don't disbelieve he's not doing these things, but I have no idea where he is with his recovery. Like, literally no idea. I don't know if he will ever wrestle again or not. So unless there's been confirmation of that, unless 100% someone's come out and said he's done, who knows? Who knows? I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying who knows. We didn't expect Daniel Bryan to return, and he did. I don't think we expected Roman to come back as quick as he did. So could Jason Jordan return? I don't know. I don't know is the answer. But I'm just saying that it would be very, very cool because of the history between him and Chad Gable. Do you think that making Bray Wyatt Universal Champion is a good idea? I think it's a great idea. I didn't. I am quite happy to sit here and say that I did not think it was a great idea. I was against it. I didn't want them to rush it. I was kind of the same as a lot of people I see online saying it's too soon and all of this kind of stuff. But when I actually thought about it and, I came to the conclusion that The Fiend is just Bray Wyatt. The Fiend is Bray Wyatt. Like, okay, it might be a new persona, it might be a new character, but it is Bray Wyatt, and it's just a continuation of his journey. Now, he has always come up against brick walls whenever he's tried to get into championship matches. He's never quite got there. He's been a champion, WWE champion, once for like 40 days. I think they only put it on him so that he would lose it at WrestleMania. So I don't think they've ever really had plans for him to be champion. Well, now he's got this new persona, and this new persona is setting the wrestling world on fire. Why wait? Why wait? He has already waited long enough. Bray Wyatt made his main roster debut in 2014. That's 5 years. 5 years. How much longer does this man have to wait? So he's had one world championship reign for about 40 odd days. It was very underwhelming. They basically put it on him so that they could take it off him at WrestleMania. He's got this new persona. Does this persona need building up anymore? Why would people want to wait? What are we waiting for? Do we not believe The Fiend is good enough? Because I do. Do we not believe that The Fiend would be capable of winning the championship or defending the championship? Or the only issue I had, why would The Fiend want it? Why would The Fiend care? The Fiend doesn't care about titles. Why does The Fiend want the championship? That was the only kind of stumbling block that I had. But then I realised that it's all about power, isn't it? The Fiend is all about power. And what is the most powerful thing in WWE? It's got to be the World Championships. It's got to be the Universal and WWE Championship. It's the belts that everyone wants. So those have to be the most powerful things that a wrestler can get. I mean, what else can you get above that? So for the Fiend to become even more powerful, you could argue, then putting the championship on him makes perfect sense. Because then everyone that he's got a grudge with has to go to him. He doesn't have to do his sneak attacks. We've seen him do quite a few sneak attacks. Do we need more? I mean, it'd be nice to get one tonight against The Undertaker. I hear you. But I just think putting the belt on him now would mean that he is going to be the person that dictates what happens, where it happens, when it happens. The ball's in his court then. And honestly, I'd put the belt on him and leave it on him for about a year. Leave it on him till at least WrestleMania 37. Just this crazy long championship reign. Do you know what I mean? Just have him beating everyone. Imagine The Fiend versus Brock Lesnar. Imagine The Fiend versus AJ Styles. Fiend versus Seth. Fiend versus Braun. Fiend versus Randy Orton. Fiend versus Linda McMahon. It doesn't matter. Have The Fiend go up against everyone and anyone, and he keeps the belt. Yeah. So in answer to your question, yes, I'm all for it. Vince is higher than the strap. That is true, but what can a wrestler get that's bigger than the strap? I mean, the wrestlers can't get Vince unless they're gonna like carry him around or something. So yeah, the wrestlers like the Fiend. What is bigger for the Fiend? You could take out Vince. I don't mean on a date. I mean just like Mandible Claw, which would be cool, and he can still do that. There's still plenty of time for him to do that. But really, the biggest thing that he can realistically get that's semi within his control would be the world title and keeping hold of it for a long time. Hey, Days, are you excited for any new figures? Well, you might have seen I was a little bit late coming onto the stream, setting the stream up. Normally, I like to have it up like an hour before, and that allows people to come and share their thoughts and everything. We've got a great little community, and it's fantastic to see you all here. But yeah, I was a little bit late because I actually did a video about Basic Series 101. And it looks good. It's a decent looking series. It looks all right. You've got Sarah Logan, first time to line. And it wasn't until I was editing the video that I saw there's even a little tattoo on the wrist, kind of around. I don't know if it's on the side of the hand or around here, but there's a little tattoo. There's like so much little detail. She's got a little tattoo on her ankle. There's a little tattoo over here. She's got a Riot Squad knee pad. Great looking face scan. Couple of lines that she's got over her eyes, makeup wise, which look really cool. It's great. It's a really great looking figure. So really like that. I think the face scans look really good for Basic 101. I think for me, maybe this is going to be controversial, right? Maybe the best Mattel figure ever is on the way, right? And that is a pretty big statement. I thought it might be the Ultimate Warrior Ultimate Edition, and that is a fantastic figure. Don't get me wrong, but for me, I can't say it's the best ever. The face for me isn't quite right. None of the facial expressions are strong enough. Like there's one where the face paint has worn away, and I think he's got a decent expression on that one, but I wanted something a bit better for the face, for the head. The cloth jacket, the body, the ring attire, it's all perfect. All of that is perfect. For me, it's the head that just, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not saying it's bad. Just, I can't say it's the best figure ever. But Finn Balor Ultimate Edition looks like it could be the best figure ever because it's got an absolutely insane detail on the body. It's got like this little fabric dress. I'm going to call it a dress. Skirt. I don't know. Sarong. And he's wearing that. And he's got like his mouth open. And it's got like an attitude about it. And the way, seeing it posed, you just, oh my God, that just looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. So if you want to talk about the best ever Mattel figure, it might be coming out later this year. Literally not far away. That Finn Balor Ultimate Edition. If you've not seen pictures, in fact, if you've not seen pictures, you're all comfortable. You might be eating some pizza. You might be all like Huskus the Pig Boy. I don't know. So I will find pictures for you. Ultimate Warrior Ultimate Edition. Here we go. I'm going to show you some pictures. And why do I want Ultimate Warrior? What am I doing? I got Warrior on my brain. It's Finn Balor. I want Finn Balor Ultimate Edition. Finn Balor Ultimate Edition. Right, let's see if we can find a sick picture. Sick. There, that. Look at that. Hopefully the camera will focus. Please focus. Maybe if I hide my face, will it focus? Come on. Come on, you can do better than that. Come on. Come on. Gala. Bit of Nakamura. Well, anyway, look, you get the impression. You can see the little skirt that he's wearing. You can see the detail on the body. The face has got the tongue out as well. There's going to be changeable arms or hands, changeable heads as well. But this head has got like the tongue sticking out. And it is absolutely incredible. That really does look to me like it could be the best ever Mattel figure. So, boom. Do you think Sami Zayn will get involved with The Undertaker? Don't think so. Bray will attack Undertaker. Bray will cause a DQ at Clash of Champions between Seth and Braun, which sets up a triple threat. That's not the rumour. The rumour is there will be a winner, and Bray will face that winner. So I'm going to leave it at that. We have been watching Bray's old promos. He is so good on the mic, it's not even funny. The man is a damn genius. All the hints to The Fiend are there 5 years ago. He is a genius. Fiend versus Linda. Winner runs for president. Oh my God, could you imagine The Fiend as president? That'd be insane. What would he build? He wouldn't build a wall, would he? What would he build? Right, Jacob Donnelly. Realistically, what are the odds The Fiend attacks Undertaker tonight? Imagine that visual. Okay. I'm gonna go odds of 60-40. He does. 60-40 he does. I'm feeling more confident than not confident, because I think that there could have been a tease yesterday towards it. He hasn't said anything about Undertaker. If he had tweeted out, "Dead man, I'm coming for you," or something like that, no way. Ain't happening. Yeah, he doesn't do that if he's going to strike. Hasn't said anything. He has not said anything. We got a funhouse yesterday. This could also set up WrestleMania. He could attack Undertaker. We don't see Undertaker till 2020. He comes back early next year, attacks The Fiend, sets up Fiend versus Undertaker, WrestleMania 36. Thanks a lot for coming. There's millions of pounds. People going crazy. The whole crowd in Fiend masks with evil Vince and a rambling rabbit. It's going to be absolutely insane. So there's money to be made and a statement to be made if he does it tonight. And I think he will. I think he will. Yeah, very good question. I'm 60-40. I'm feeling very confident. I wasn't as confident yesterday for Stone Cold. If you saw my video, I said that because he had mentioned rattlesnakes, it seemed less likely. Yeah, I'm feeling more confident about tonight. I can see someone dropped a super chat as well, which I think was the Legend Viper, but I need to double check, and VAR's not showing me yet. So as soon as I get to it, I will shout you out, my friend. Hello to C Wrestling. We also haven't had a hint before, no clues that he was going to attack his previous victims. Why hint at Undertaker? Yeah, true. That's exactly right. If he's going to attack Undertaker, then chances are he wouldn't say anything, because he never said anything about the others. So yeah, you're right. Shout out to, so thank you very much to Jacob Donnelly. I don't know why I've shot you. That was nothing personal. That was more like a thank you shooting. And shout out to the Legend Viper as well. Thank you very much, my friend. Days Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT at Survivor Series. That would be great. Like a whole series of triple threat matches. It's very interesting. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do triple threat matches. NXT champ versus WWE champ versus Universal champ. In fact, what would those matches be? Let's go through our brains. Number 1, we would have Seth Rollins versus Kofi Kingston versus Adam Cole, baby! Right? That'd be a sick match. Next up, mid-card titles. We would have Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles versus Velveteen Dream. What a match that would be! Imagine that as a triple threat. Velveteen Dream, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm gonna break Dave Meltzer if you do that match. Right, let's go to the ladies, lovely ladies. We've got Shayna Baszler versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch. Woohoo! That is tasty. You got to admit, that is tasty. Let's go to tag teams. We have got Seth and Braun versus The New Day. The New Day's champion. I literally cannot remember. Like, the tag titles are in the gutter right now. I think it's New Day. So, Seth and Braun versus The New Day versus Undisputed Era. Do you know what? Book it. Book it, Vince. Someone phone up Vince. Someone call Vince up and tell him he's got to book these matches because they sound awesome. They sound so good. I wonder what other matches you could do. Like if you took one superstar and created like a grudge triple threat. Obviously, you'd still get your standard Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series. I can't think of a way that they would be able to have 3 teams in a Survivor Series one. Maybe you could do Raw versus SmackDown, and you could do NXT versus NXT UK. That would be cool. Imagine that. Imagine a Survivor Series match, NXT versus NXT UK. I'm loving this. I am loving this. Did you see the reports that WWE gave away over 100 tickets to Raw last night to fill the arena? I didn't. I saw a report from Sliced Wrestling. They're funny, man. They're obviously a fake news account, and they were sending out a congratulations to WWE for selling out Madison Square Garden, and the picture that they attached had Lacey Evans versus Natalya in the ring, and pretty much the whole side, one side, empty. Like, I don't know if it was just everyone went on a mass toilet break or what it was. But yeah, loads of empty seats. It didn't look like that when they showed the camera at the start. It looked full. But yeah, apparently not a sellout. Even though WWE are claiming it was a sellout. Shout out to Christopher Kitchen. Love Christopher Kitchen. I've spoken about my love for Christopher Kitchen and Little Peter Pantry and Lizzie the Living Room. We've got Barry the Bedroom. Love them all. So shout out to Christopher Kitchen. Have the Fiend retire Undertaker and then have the urn in the Funhouse. You could maybe create a puppet out of the urn. You could pop up and it could be called Ernie. Little Ernie comes up. Hello! Hey, Ernie! Hello, Bray! Aw, Ernie. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know. Does an urn fit in a fun house? I suppose it does in this one because it's all quite dark, isn't it? You'd argue, does a picture of a compound on fire fit in a fun house? Does in this one. So, yeah, I think that would be fun. But yeah, I definitely like the idea of the Fiend retiring the Undertaker. The only problem is there's still so much money to be made. I mean, the Saudis want Undertaker at all of the shows, don't they? So if he retires at like WrestleMania next year, then they're going to miss out on some big deals because the Saudis in particular, I think, want to still see the Undertaker. He's such a big character, and you don't want him to retire to then come back just for Saudi things, and it's messy, isn't it? But I agree. I think The Fiend is the right person to do it. I'm excited for Elite 71 Drew McIntyre since the NXT figure is hard to find. Tell you what's great about that Elite 71 Drew McIntyre. Comes with changeable heads. The head that I saw of that Drew McIntyre, where the hair comes down over the face, I didn't like it. It made him look like the girl out of The Ring. You know, where like she's got all of her hair down like this, and she comes through the TV. Yeah, he kind of looked like her. So I wasn't a fan of that. But you can actually change the head over to I think the same head that you get in that NXT takeover. So I would absolutely agree. The Drew McIntyre looks fire. The Ernie idea is a great idea. Which feuds would you like to see inside Hell in a Cell? I honestly don't know. I can't think of any feud that is that hot right now that it deserves Hell in a Cell. I wonder if we're building towards Roman versus Rowan inside Hell in a Cell, because I can't imagine they're going to do this one match at Clash of Champions and that's it. I would imagine that might be building towards Hell in a Cell. It's probably the biggest story that's going on at the moment outside of Sasha. So yeah, maybe that would be fun. I think a tag match Why don't we have, like, put 2 tag teams in there? Just have all-out war. Why don't we do Gallows and Anderson versus the Viking Raiders? Lock them inside Hell in a Cell and let them go at it. Wasn't there a Hell in a Cell match between New Day and the Usos? I feel like there was. And I seem to recall it was an incredible match. Absolutely brilliant match. They're 2 great teams as well. 2 great teams. Why don't they do that for Gallows and Anderson and Viking Raiders? That would be pretty sweet. So I'd be on board with that. Or you could do like Undisputed Era against the OC. I still want to keep singing Dawson Creek's theme song for that. Like, I don't want to wait for my love to be over. I still want to keep singing that, even though the OC has got nothing to do with Dawson's Creek. And I don't think I watched any OC, so I couldn't even sing you that theme song, but I always think about that. Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. I don't know who Mecha Godzilla is. Is that a Godzilla that hangs around Mecha? I literally don't know. I miss WCW War Games. Well, they have it down in NXT, and it's trash. I hate it. It's my least favourite NXT pay-per-view. It's my least favourite NXT match. I don't think the match is good at all. I absolutely hate how it takes about half an hour for everyone to get into the ring, and then that's when the match starts. Like, it sucks. Like, you literally waste half an hour of your life. So that's why I hate that. The Legend Viper. We are about to see the same boom drop from 2009. We are about to see the same boom drop from 2009. Are you referring to the match between Kofi and Randy Orton? Are you referring to that? Because I gotta be honest, that feud started off quite hot. I was into it. It was unfinished business, but it's not. It's getting lost for me now. That I'm not really feeling it. Shout out to Oliver Queen, a 6-man Hell in a Cell. Be cool. Where can I watch SmackDown in Germany? Ooh, that's a good question. Do you have Sky Sports? Is it on Sky Sports? I honestly don't know what. I'll have a look for you. It's a free service that we provide here. Let's have a look. In fact, let's do a little bit of talking out loud. If I go here. Okay, here we go. Right, oh no. Try say something. How do I watch SmackDown in Germany? Go. Yeah. Wish it spoke back to me. How to watch Raw and SmackDown in Europe. Only downer is you get German commentary. Well, that's going to be all right for you. I think you'd be all right with German commentary. Keep in mind, if you have an old Sky dish on the side of the house, you should be able to get this. A German Eurosport? I think it says German Eurosport here. Oh, I've got to be honest, this is not being very clear. Watch WWE in Germany. Finder.com. Finder! Event Hell in the Cell, AT&T. I appreciate this is not for everyone, but I'm just trying to get an answer here. WWE Network. You can't watch it on the network, stupid answer, can you? I mean, unless you want to watch it 3 weeks behind everyone else. How to watch Clash of Champions. I tell you what, this is not easy. But then I think it's because a lot of the answers are written in German and I can't understand them. WWE Network. The only answer I can find is Eurosport, but I'm honestly not confident on that. Not confident at all. I'll go with Eurosport. Days, Aleister Black and Undertaker stare down on SmackDown to have a match at WrestleMania. Yeah, I could get on board with it. I'd rather have Undertaker Fiend. Shout out to Steven Martinez. Days, did you hear WWE is bringing back MMA pay-per-view? Did you hear WWE is bringing back an MMA pay-per-view? I don't even understand what that means. Like a legit pay-per-view, like Brawl for All. I haven't. Heydays, apparently Elias got injured. Yes, he did, my friend. Yes. The Fiend's going to attack the German fan for not being able to watch him. Well, the German fan tried, and we tried to help as well. I hope you find it. Gordon Newell. Is it a relation to Nixon Newell? We'll never know. Well, Gordon will know. We never found out who hung Sami Zayn upside down. Well, Strowman got the blame for it. He claimed he didn't do it, but Triple H seemed quite convinced that he did. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing Strowman would do. He hasn't done it before, has he? He hasn't done it since. So you're absolutely right. I would love for it to turn out to have been The Fiend. But to be honest, The Fiend hasn't been doing that either, so it's kind of hard to know who was responsible. So hopefully we do get an answer on that one day. Jacob saying Shane had better not weasel his way into the King of the Ring, but he probably will. I know, dude. Shout out to Christopher Rogers. No Chad Gable tonight. No, I think we've got Gable. It's Elias that's injured. Monica King is here. Days, I don't think Bray will attack The Undertaker. I know Bray has been going after legends randomly, but The Undertaker, come on. Think about it. He's just too big for someone like Bray to cross. Well, I would agree, and then I would disagree, because I agree that he's a big deal. Certainly he'll be the biggest that The Fiend will have attacked if it happens, but as a build towards a future match, it makes sense. Like, if The Undertaker just randomly attacks The Fiend out of the blue in early 2020, we might wonder why, whereas this would now give us a reason why, so it could plant the seeds for Fiend versus Undertaker. I think Undertaker would do it if it was towards a build towards some. I'm not sure if Undertaker would just do it if it's going to make him look stupid. I don't know. Some of these legends just don't want to do that kind of putting over of the talent. Like, I'm not sure if Stone Cold would ever let someone do that, you know? I don't know. I'm not saying they wouldn't. I'm just saying I don't know. Gotta remember though, Bray, his dad was IRS, so I do think that he's been around the business his whole life. I think there's respect for Bray, and I think someone like The Undertaker would want to help him out however he could. I mean, they had a match. They had a match at WrestleMania. It's just that, the spotlight being in a match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania didn't mean anything when Bray faced him because the streak was over. You needed to face The Undertaker before the streak ended to get any kind of rub, you know? I don't know. Let's see. I'm not disagreeing with you. It would be a shock. We're saying it out of hope, really. But I'm still leaning 60-40. I'm still thinking that clock, that little tease, the fact he's not said anything, the fact that he didn't attack Stone Cold, this is his last chance to take someone out. I don't know. WWE signed a deal with German sports company to broadcast Raw and SmackDown on ProSieben. Max, ProSieben. Right, there we go. All our German friends. ProSieben. Max, go there and you can watch. Monica King, well, if Bray was to attack The Undertaker, it would be too soon. I think Bray needs to get deeper in his career as The Fiend. Fair play. Josh saying, Days, do you wrestle? Only with my feelings. Shout out to Zuri. I've gone with Zuri. I'd rather have boring Corbin as king than Shane winning. I agree. I agree. I am in that boat with you. Jacob Donnelly again. Maybe the tease for Hell in a Cell is not a match, but Funhouse Bray just wants to give Strowman and Seth a big hug. That would be so nice. That would be really nice. I mean, I think a lot of people would hate it and turn on it because they'd want to see The Fiend taking out either Seth or Braun. But, you know, a nice hug. Why not? Shout out to Jacob. Thank you once again, my friend, for firing that donation through. Stephen Martinez. Thank you very much, dude. Shout out to you. Really do appreciate it. The Wyatt Queen, hello. I'm not convinced that this Elias injury is real. It could be scripted. Yeah, I don't disagree. I think it's actually quite a clever way, as we said at the start, of him still being able to claim that had he stayed in the tournament, he would have won the tournament. That way, he can still hold on to that. You know, he doesn't win it. Bless me. He doesn't win it, but he still looks strong coming out of it. Cringe Crew question. What Clash of Champions match are you most looking forward to? There we go. Jackson Oak has fired a question through for the Cringe Crew. So get your answers in. What Clash of Champions match are you most looking forward to? It's a very good question, actually, because, of course, it is this weekend. We will be live streaming. Make sure that you join us. And we need to talk about this. We are 27 subs away. Count them. Don't bother, right? It's just 27. 27 subs away from 26 subs away from a figure giveaway. That figure that we're giving away. John Cena. With that little t-shirt accessory, nice looking little trainers, dog tags, cap, an elite figure. Not a basic. Elite figure, elite John Cena, elite 54. There we go, look. Saying, subscribe. Yeah. 25 away. So that could happen tonight. Very realistic that happens tonight. Do you think The Fiend could wrestle a good match out of Undertaker at Mania? No. Hurts me to say that, but I think there'd be a lot of back and forth, but is it going to be a technical masterpiece? No. You know, Undertaker's lost a lot in recent years. He's not the same guy as he was before. He's looked okay at times. I think, you know, he looked okay in the tag match he had, but that Goldberg match was an absolute disaster. Maybe not his fault, Goldberg knocking himself out, but it was still a disaster. And he hadn't looked great before that. His match against Rusev, I wasn't that impressed with, and Undertaker just doesn't seem to have it anymore. But he's still got that name. People know of the Undertaker, you know, and if he's able to get through a match, The Fiend getting a victory over Undertaker would still mean something. As I said, you know, when Bray lost, he lost, so that didn't help. And being in the ring with the Undertaker at WrestleMania wasn't enough. It doesn't do enough. You've got to win. I think The Fiend could win, so I wouldn't be watching that match and getting excited for that match for the match. You're watching it for the entrances, you're watching it for the story, you're watching it for what's going to happen after. Is there some kind of passing of the torch moment, you know? There'd be enough in that match to make it intriguing, but is the match going to be Omega Okada? Is it going to be Tyler Bate Walter? No. Days, I can't see the figure. I only see a box. Wow, you're figure blind. You've gone figure blind. You've looked at too many figures and you've now gone figure blind. Days, Shane being in King of the Ring is as bad as Sam Roberts' commentary. I haven't heard Sam Roberts' commentary, so I can't comment. Okay, CJ. I'm going to go with CJ as 32. HD. Days, if Bayley is going to be a true heel, it'd be great to give her a new attire. What about a badass Bayley, meaning her attire is like denim jacket, hair down? I think that would be great. Badass Bayley. If she is going to turn heel, then you could like completely change her entrance and all of that, or you could just make it darker. You could make her like, you know, where she goes up to kids and before she hugs them, she just like doesn't and walks away. She makes them think she's gonna hug them and then like pushes him in the face or something. I mean, she would never do that, but still, I think rather than making her wear denim and dark colours, could just twist it a little bit like Bray has with the Funhouse, you know? Like, still have the wacky inflatable people coming up, but as we said, their faces aren't smiling, they're depressed, and they look quite moody. Like, I think that would be more fun. People might say it's a little bit too close to Bray, but I don't know. I think it's worth exploring. I think that would be better than just putting her in like a denim jacket. Let's try something. Miz versus Andrade. Okay. Little bit of the bubbly. If Boring Corbin wins King of the Ring, it will be a bad decision. I have a feeling Fiend attacks Undertaker. Fiend attacks Taker. Let me shout this out because I don't think I actually did. And it is... Who is it? I can't actually read it. Oh, that is rubbish. Why can I not read that? I can read the comment. I can't see who it's from. If The Fiend and Undertaker face each other at Mania, will it be a buried alive for Undertaker's career? And that is from someone. Oh, hang on. If I move it here, I can read it. Ryan W. Ryan winning. Well done, Ryan W. So, Ryan W., if The Fiend and Undertaker face each other at Mania, will it be a buried alive for The Undertaker's career? I don't think so. I think there's too much for The Undertaker to still do, unbelievably. They've just signed him to like a Legends contract. I think they would want him for one-off Saudi Arabia shows, making the odd little appearance at WrestleMania. I can't see him retiring next year at WrestleMania and done. I just can't see it. So, I could see him having a match with The Fiend. Fiend wins, but I don't think that would be the end of The Undertaker. Days, that reminds me, going to the store to get a little bit of the bubbly. Hashtag rings and things. Yeah. Very cool. What do you think about Liv Morgan or for Liv Morgan? I want her to get a new gimmick after Clash of Champions that they invest in, that is interesting, something that we can dissect and talk about, something that gets people talking. Maybe a few little hidden messages that works for Bray, and have her go out on her own. I can't remember who it was, but someone said yesterday about Liv Morgan terrorizing the women's division, like how Bray terrorizes the men. You know, that I could see that working. If they're gonna make her Abby the Witch and use her that way, I'd be interested. I'd be on board. I think that's a very good idea that didn't even cross my mind. So yeah, I'd be on board with that. But if I'm sitting here just thinking about Liv Morgan joining the Funhouse, I don't want it. Even the MSG crowd was cheering for him last night. Did you see Ciampa said to Matt Riddle, I love it. I hope Goldberg squashes Riddle. Oh, I hope Riddle wins. That coffee was horrible. What do you think of Jericho? A little bit of the bubbly. I've spoke about it. I actually watched it live. After All Out, I watched the 15-minute stream that AEW did. Didn't know what it was going to be. It just said, like, post-show. So I was expecting it to be, like, the media interviews. And normally you can get some interesting quotes. And it wasn't. What it actually was a little bit of the commentators talking about what we had seen. And a large part of it was Jericho backstage. Jericho walking backstage, talking to the Young Bucks, talking to people backstage, making fun of them as he walked through. And yeah, it was really interesting. So I actually saw him do it live. A little bit of the bubbly. And then, you know, when he lost the belt, for some reason, that clip went crazy. I don't think that clip was doing the rounds until he lost the belt. And then it seemed like losing the belt coincided with the quote. And I think it's probably starting to slow down now. Although I'm hearing the t-shirt's still selling very well. And I'm sure he's still going to try and keep it going and make a thing out of it. But I'm not seeing as many memes anymore. But it's fun, isn't it? It's just fun. Did Liv Morgan cut her hair? She certainly suggested that she had, yes. Shout out to, is that Suki Streams? Suki Streams? I like that name. Suki Streams. Big Man Bray Wyatt. Hey Days, I saw a goat drinking bubbly with the AEW title. Wow. A lot of people do think that Jericho is the GOAT, so that might explain why. Did you check Bray's Twitter? Yes, we saw that yesterday, my friend. Yes, we did see that. November 9th is Jericho's birthday. Well, drink it in, man. Days, I've bought 2 of your shirts. No way. Awesome. That's amazing. Thank you very much, dude. For those of you that don't know, I need to do a video, but this is the official Wrestling Days t-shirt. Comes in lots of different colours, 2 different designs. This, I don't know which one's my favourite. I do really like this one. But yeah, there are official Wrestling Days t-shirts out now. And you can get them from Amazon. You can get them from Amazon or Urban Species. Days, I don't want Liv Morgan in the Funhouse. Count is currently at 1538. Well, at least I've been very clear on it. So I'm happy with that. Days, Eric Rowan getting a new look and theme. Oh, okay. Eli, haven't heard that, but very cool. Samoa Joe is injured. Oh, do we think that Elias and Samoa Joe maybe are secretly dating? And they went to an ice skating rink, and it was extra slippery, and neither of them can ice skate. And they were going along, and there was a little bit unsteady, and Samoa Joe fell over onto Elias, and Samoa Joe, as he fell, twisted his ankle. Elias hurt his leg when Samoa Joe, I mean, that, I'm not being disrespectful, he's not the slimmest of guys. You know, that's a lot of weight to go onto one leg. And he went crashing down onto the leg. And that is how Elias and Samoa Joe got injured. I mean, I've not made that up, but I've definitely made that up. So, yeah, maybe that's a rumour that we can start. Days, next month, I will buy 10 of your shirts. You don't need to buy 10, dude. I mean, just one to wear, you know? And I purposely designed them so they don't say Wrestling Days. Well, one does. This one doesn't. You can see. Look, so, do you know what I mean? You could, like, go to car boots or hardware stores or Denny's. And, do you know what I mean? You can just feel very comfortable. No one's going to be going, oh, look, they're into wrestling. Because some people don't like to advertise that. I get it. I understand. So that's why there is no look at that, no mention. No mention. And that apparently says Days, in case you're worried that it says, like, poop or something. It doesn't, it says Days. Did you notice Bray only had 2 hurt gloves on? He only had the 1 glove on, which was hurt. Yes, I did. Well, I didn't. I was told about it. But, yes, good spot. You've got a wired mind. It's dark. It gets dark sometimes. Normally at night. Imagine an Undertaker. Oh my god! XKO Bex! Look, mic drop! I was trying to see if I had a microphone. I did have the mic, and I don't know where it is, but mic drop to you. That is a great shout. Right, hang on. We are getting carried away because we are 22 away. 22 away. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, 22 subs away. John Cena. So we will give that away in 22 subs time. But first of all, we need to do a Wheel of Fun because we've got 10 minutes. I don't know when The Undertaker's going to come out. He might come out at the start. We might not have any time. Might not have enough time. But we're going to have to do it. Is Championship still on the wheel? I legit don't know. Have a look and see. Of course, I'm not signed into anything because I'm the least organised person in the wrestling community. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Every time I say come on now, I think Shinsuke Nakamura. Does anyone else have that problem? Every single time. I cannot say come on. I cannot watch backstage segments without looking for puppets. And I cannot say come on without doing the come on. Shinsuke Nakamura thing. It's a terrible affliction. Wrestling is like messing my mind up. Does that? Does that sometimes? Does it? Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Nice. Little bit of interpretive dance there. Didn't go, too OTT. Still early. Let's spin la wheel. Come on. Anything but forfeit. Or just spin, if you could. If you don't, I'm not going to shout at the wheel because we all know what happens when I do that. Okay. Come on. Do you think they should turn Daniel face again? Don't mind. Champion. It's landed on championship. Right. Okay, so Mr. Gunner is going to defend the championship against whoever gives me. Oh man, this book's full. Okay, I'll do it here. Yeah. Okay, the 17th person that gives me the word. King. 17th person that gives me the word king. Come on. I'm telling you, I've got problems. I mean, you know that. For those of you that's been watching a while, you definitely know that. Wrestling Day's got the shirt today. Thank you so much. No worries. Awesome. I will try and retweet that picture, dude. Thank you. Glad that it came through. Right. Let's have a look and see. Looking for the 17th. Count these up. We're only 7 minutes away, my friends, from Smackdown Live. And, of course, it's going to be a tasty one. Don't know what's happening with Chad Gable. Don't know what's happening with The Undertaker. So, lots to look forward to. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well done to Sue Hines. Sue Hines, who's joined us for a while now. I don't know, has Sue Hines had an opportunity before? Doesn't matter. You're getting one now anyway. So, well done to Sue Hines. 1-on-1 right now for our live stream championship. Sue Hines will take on our current champion, Mr. Gunner. Mr. Gunner. Okay, here we go. Who should be champion? Who should it be? Who should it be? Right, friends, 6 minutes away. That poll should be up now. There we go. If you want to vote in that, go over to @WrestlingDays on Twitter. You can make your voices heard. We are now 20 subs away. We are edging ever closer to that figure giveaway. We're edging ever closer to the start of SmackDown as well. For those of you wondering, if it lands on forfeit, then, of course, we've still got... I need to use these up before they go bad. Otherwise, that'll be an extra bad forfeit. But we've got... Look at that. Look at that. Extreme heat. And they are not messing around. If you saw the stream we did where we had the medium hot chocolates, it was awful. We've still got the worst to come. Extreme heat. There we go. I mean, my hand's getting hot just holding it. That's how hot it is. WWE have announced Andrade versus Miz. Days, do you think it's weird that one member of Undisputed Era, The New Day, and Seth and Braun are world champions? That's cool. Yeah, I suppose it is weird how each member of that group that are tag team champions, one member is world champion. Chalmers, good point out, my friend. Mr. Gunner is here saying, I'm ready, Sue. I've got the mandible claw waiting. Oh, tell you what, we're going to have a tasty little contest here between Sue Hines and Mr. Gunner. So keep an eye out in the chat as to who you think you'll be voting for in that, as we are just 4 minutes away. Honestly, I can never believe this goes so quick. I cannot get over it. I feel like I turn it on, the computer, the stream, and I start talking, and then I do a Wheel of Fun, and then I look down, and I got 3 minutes until Smackdown starts. Madness. Madness, I tell you. Thoughts on Sting in WWE? I would still love to see another match. I know that's controversial and a lot of people don't want to see another match, but I do. And I thought he was mistreated. He was happy with it. He said that he just wanted to experience WrestleMania, and he definitely did that. He was at one of the biggest WrestleManias. Outside, big stadium. Do you know what I mean? Like, I still feel like they maybe could have put him on last. I think it was that big. I suppose last should always be the title, so maybe like co-main event would have been good, but yeah, he shouldn't have lost to Triple H. But the thing with the Triple H loss was it was actually to set up a match against The Rock. So I only found this out earlier this year, that Triple H wanted to beat Sting so that he would get heat as he built towards a match against The Rock. And that match never happened. The match was meant to take place at WrestleMania 32. And obviously it didn't happen because The Rock, I think, had like filming schedule conflicts and things. So, real shame. Sting versus Jamie Noble. I think we're all desperate for that match. Absolutely desperate. Sting was robbed. He does. Do you still collect toys? Well, I do collect figures, sort of. I mean, I don't know if I collect them. I just see ones that I like the look of and I buy them. So I suppose that is collecting in a way. But yeah, I mean, like I'm not actively trying to get every Mattel figure ever made. I can cope with not having some of them. But there's definitely ones out there that I've got my eye on. I really want like the Adam Cole that comes with the North American Championship. It's going to be the first time that we get that belt. And I think that looks cool. And Daniel Bryan with the eco-friendly championship. I've always been one for the belts. That's what got me into them. I saw how great the championships were. Just the little belts, I loved them. So that's what got me into it. And honestly, I haven't been disappointed. I've absolutely loved it. What is your favourite championship? I've got to say the United Kingdom Championship. I think it looks the best. And I'm not just saying that because it's the United Kingdom belt. I genuinely think it looks like the best championship. So, yeah, it is what it is. Right, we need to go down because it is about to begin. Sky Sports Arena. Started yet? It's just loading, and we will see. Okay, here we go. Brilliant. We haven't missed anything yet. So, let's get rid of our friend Chloe the Clock. Here we go. Change this over. We are just going over to SmackDown Live. I don't know what we're starting with. It could be the Dead Man. I hope it isn't the Dead Man, because I can't see the Fiend striking this early. But let's wait and see. Dun 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 dun. Right, Madison Square Garden again. New York. Oh, it is the Undertaker. Look at that guy in the crowd. Look at the guy in the crowd. The guy in the crowd is just like... Oh no! This is bad news! This is bad news! This is bad news! Bad news, because I don't think The Fiend's gonna strike this soon. The Dead Man, the Phenom, the Undertaker. I didn't want him this early. Oh, what if it's not the Undertaker? What if Liv Morgan walks out now? That'd be amazing. Imagine Liv Morgan in like a trench coat. That'd be sick. Come on, Liv Morgan. The Liv Morgan taker. I still can't get over that guy in the crowd, man. He was shocked. And I don't even know why, because he knew the Undertaker was going to be here tonight. Wasn't that big of a surprise. Can't see him yet. He's not appeared on my screen. Just got like a blue screen. There he is. There he is. For my money, the greatest WWE superstar of all time. Who compares to the Dead Man? Who compares to the Undertaker? You could argue Stone Cold. But that's not an argument I'm going to listen to. For me, the greatest superstar of all time, The Undertaker. Just reinvented himself so many times, created something bigger than the championship with the WrestleMania streak. Greatest entrance of all time, some of the greatest matches of all time, one of the longest careers of all time. Just every box he ticks. Every box. I'd love to know as well how much money his merchandise has made compared to Stone Cold. If you take every penny Stone Cold has made and every penny The Undertaker's made, what are those numbers? How close are those numbers? Who wins? Feel like it could be Stone Cold because everyone was buying Austin 316 shirts, and Undertaker has never really had a shirt, has he? He's never had that one defining shirt. Which is quite a surprise when you think about it. But he's never wore a shirt, has he? He's never come down with a Taker 316. Tell you what, if The Fiend strikes this early, you might as well just sack off the rest of SmackDown. Forget it. Just forget it. No point doing it. We don't even know why he's here, do we? Why is he here? It is incredible to see him. It really is incredible. The Dead Man is here. The Undertaker is here. He's finally in the ring. Little bit quicker than I thought. Only 4 minutes. Look at that. Those ladies are enjoying it. Undertaker looking around, taking it all in, looking at the crowd. He knows how to milk the crowd, doesn't he? He knows exactly the mannerisms, when to take off his hat, how long to take. Look at this. It's just Undertaker looking around whilst everyone goes crazy. He's full on goth as well. Full on goth. If he was in AEW, he would be called Gothosaurus. Right, he's going over. He's getting a microphone. Big Undertaker chant. There's a guy there with a Wyatt gym shirt on. Undertaker. Big Undertaker chants. Huge Undertaker chants. I swear to God, if he's going to say, I've been digging holes and taking souls, and that's not going to change. Rest in peace. Wanted to take a minute. Well, he is the Undertaker. Absorb. That's 30 years. Says for the past 30 years he's considered this hallowed ground his home. There's a sign in the crowd that says Wyatt or we riot. I could get on board with that. Taking his time. One thing. What? Titans that were born here? This feels very similar to Raw 25. Legends. Bruno Sammartino. Undertaker talking about Madison Square Garden. This is like a Madison Square Garden loving. Wyatt or we riot. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? This is just like his Raw 25 speech. They will not be forgotten. Okay, cool. Saying they won't be forgotten, the people that he beaten. We usher in a new era. Yes. The Fiend. Sami Zayn. Oh my god, what is Sami Zayn doing? Undertaker's not impressed there, is he? He's giving some real facials. You're not the Fiend. What? So Sami Zayn says, ladies and gentlemen, The Undertaker. They respect legends, according to Sami, talking about New York. No, we wanted Bray. That look. I think even The Undertaker wanted the Fiend. The Undertaker's look. The Undertaker was so unimpressed. I think even The Undertaker was like, you're not the Fiend. Sami Zayn doing a really good job here of hyping up The Undertaker. Not that he needs it. For 30 years, this has been your yard, says Sami Zayn. Who's on his own, by the way. There's no Shinsuke with him. He says, I've got the utmost respect for you, sir. They could put on a great match, couldn't they? Imagine Sami Zayn against Undertaker. So Sami says it shouldn't be you that opens Smackdown Live. Oh no, Sami says it should have been me. He's got Dolph Ziggler's old gimmick. When is enough enough? Sami Zayn saying to The Undertaker, when is enough enough? 30 years is a long time. The future is here. Future is Sami Zayn. I could get on board with that. If for 1 second I believed that was true, I could get on board with it. Sami Zayn's a fantastic wrestler. No. You suck is the chant from the crowd. Sami doing a good job here, actually. It's a tough situation for Sami, because this crowd wants the Fiend. He's being respectful. I'm here to ask you to turn around and get out of this ring. Oh, that's not going to go well. Pass the torch. Wow, Sami Zayn asking The Undertaker to pass the torch to Sami Zayn. Undertaker takes a deep breath. This isn't going to go well. I mean, we can see it a mile off. Undertaker staring at Sami. Little nod. Gives him the microphone. Goes to walk away. Undertaker goes to walk away. Sami Zayn's got a big smile on his face. Undertaker ain't leaving. No way's the Undertaker leaving. Stepping through the ropes. Sami can't believe it. Undertaker pauses. Oh, Sami's going a little bit OTT with his celebration here. Undertaker getting back into the ring. It's not going to go well. Undertaker shakes his head. Ah, grabs him by the throat. Undertaker picks up, plants Sami Zayn. Got some good height there as well. Good choke slam. Fixes the old entrance gear. And now he walks away. So there we go. The Undertaker takes out Sami Zayn. And he slowly walks away. Pretty fun opening to Smackdown, but obviously not The Fiend. That's the headline. We were all hoping that The Fiend was going to strike. And sadly, he hasn't. But still, fun little opener. We want Bray. We want Bray. I know. We all wanted Bray. Undertaker at the top of the entrance ramp. I wish there was just a little bit more. I wish it wasn't as OTT. Like Sami Zayn when he was like... Do you know what I mean? His reaction was just a bit OTT. We got Shane backstage. Chad Gable. Shane just said, "What up, Shorty?" Oh my god, he's not going to call him Shorty G, is he? I think they're planting the seed there for Shorty G. Elias has broken his ankle. I'm telling you, Samoa Joe, ice skating. Okay, where we going? No. Gable's like, no, I don't want to buy. Wants to earn his way. He is competing. Doesn't know who it's going to be. Could be Raw. Could be Smackdown. Could it be The Fiend? No. I can't imagine Shane McMahon contact. Hello, is The Fiend there, please? Yeah, Fiendy! Fiendy, baby! Do you want to be in King of the Ring? You're going to have to go up against Shorty G. Yep. Okay. Okay, you're talking my language. All right, see you later. Bye, Fiendy. Right, we've got Miz on his way. Tyler TS97. I do like Chad Gable's fresh look. He is fresh. He is fresh. I think there's definitely a reason to keep watching because obviously we've still got Gable, and who knows what Bray could do. We could still see him. Miz versus Andrade. Ladies, what are your thoughts about the start of SmackDown? Always great to see The Undertaker. Disappointed that we didn't get The Fiend. I thought Sammy coming down, I thought he did well. I liked his promo. How he was saying 30 years, at what point do you call it a day? I mean, do you know what I mean? There's a little bit of truth in there. And Sami Zayn, great wrestler. Part of me wondered if it was going to build towards a match. Part of me wondered if the main event of tonight might be Undertaker versus Sami Zayn. But obviously it didn't go that way. And when Undertaker started walking away, it's a little bit bizarre because you could see it a mile off that he was going to turn around. I thought that Sami Zayn, like, his reactions were a bit OTT, the way he was like, I can't believe it. I've just got The Undertaker to pass me the torch, which I think was symbolised with the microphone. I'm not sure. And then, yeah, he steps through the ropes. He sees how much of an idiot Sami Zayn is. He steps back into the ring. Choke slam. Really good choke slam. Plants Sami Zayn. Do you know what? It was watchable, entertaining. Great to see The Undertaker. Awesome entrance. Madison Square Garden were into it. Lots of ticks. Lots of ticks. Just wish it was The Fiend, and I don't understand why it wasn't. I don't understand when they've got the opportunity to do it, why they don't do it. Why? Why haven't they done it? I don't know. I mean, you could argue they're saving it, but come on, there's so much you can do with The Fiend. You don't need to save these kinds of things. Just, you know, give us something. Give us something. Shout out to TKG. What if 11/19 The Fiend and Willow team up? It's a Tuesday and there's no wrestling on a Tuesday. Can you imagine this? Please welcome to the Liv Taker. Yes. I didn't know if it was going to be Liv Morgan. I thought that might be her new gimmick. She might be like Mrs. Taker. Do you know what I mean? She might like come down with her own little Undertaker inspired entrance. King of the Ring finals, Corbin versus McIntyre. Nah, they won't do two heels. They won't do two heels. It's got to be a face and a heel. I honestly don't know what their plan is. I feel like Gable is going to win tonight, whoever they get, unless it's someone like The Fiend. But I just can't imagine, joking aside, I can't imagine Shane getting in touch with The Fiend. It's probably going to be someone underwhelming, if we're being honest. Unless they've managed to get, like, a legend to come back to do a match. But I can't even think of a legend that could come back and do that. Who could they get to come back to do it? That's a legend? Jeff Jarrett? I mean, Elias is like a guitar playing person. Replace him with Jeff Jarrett, but I don't know. Little bit of the bubbly. Ricochet. Could get Ricochet. WWE made me mad there was no Bray. Then I saw Shane's face, which was my nightmare. Well done, yes, well done to Sue Hines. Unlucky Mr. Gunner. Looks like that mandible claw wasn't quite enough, and Sue Hines is now at live stream champion. Well done to Sue Hines. We are also only 8 subs away. 8 subs away. Oh! There he is, look. So, John Cena Elite figure, we will give it away in 8 subs time. I feel like I was doing push by an apple, shake a tree. Do. Doesn't matter. Andrade's in the ring now. We've got Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura on commentary? Why not? Why not? This will be a laugh. Just a little bit of broken English, the occasional Japanese word. I thought the reason why they'd put Sami Zayn with Shinsuke was so he had a mouthpiece, and now they put Shinsuke on commentary. Is this like some kind of sick joke that someone's playing on Shinsuke? It is in Japanese. Nice. takedown. Of course, we are getting The Miz against Shinsuke for the IC title. For my money, Shinsuke should be victorious there. Japanese again from Shinsuke. Days, I've sent you some breaking news. Tranquilo, little bit of Tranquilo. Gotta love that. Gotta love how they do that. I don't even know why they do that, but they do it, and I love it. Right, let's jump over to the Twitter sphere. I've got a fair few messages. I can't see any breaking news. Over the top goes Andrade. Favorite star on Raw and SmackDown, man and woman. Bray Wyatt does not count. Favorite star on Raw and SmackDown, man and woman. God, you're not asking much, are you? Okay, well, names that come to mind first of all. Love Asuka. I'll always love Asuka. I think she's badly booked. So I'm an Asuka fan. I'm an Andrade fan. Big fan of Andrade. I am a fan of... I don't know. If I can't pick Bray Wyatt, I'm going to struggle. Andrade, Asuka. Oh, it's bad, isn't it? Isn't it bad that I can't think? Double knees by Andrade. 1, 2. Kick out by The Miz. Trying to think of a guy on Raw that I like. It's got to be Bray. Don't know. You guys will have to let me know. Fire in some ideas. Lewis Smale says, could you read what I sent on Twitter at the ads? I just had a quick look through. I couldn't see anything new on Twitter. Did you send it to Wrestling Days UK? I've got, unless you're going back like over half an hour. There's quite a bit. Quite a bit, but I can't see anything new. Oh, right, it was okay. So Lewis was just saying that 11 and 19, if you add them together, you get 30. Which WrestleMania did Undertaker lose his streak at 30? Why? What's that got to do with Bray? Add these together, you get 30. This could mean that Bray's ultimate goal is to retire The Undertaker. Sammy and Undertaker. Sammy saying Undertaker's been around for 30 years. He's been around for 29. No, I don't think there's anything in that, dude. Ricochet and AJ are great. AJ for me has lost his way with the United States Championship. I'm not feeling it. The OC, look how they got treated yesterday. Ricochet is good, but I preferred him as Prince Puma. There's nothing... His in-ring work is good, but him as a character, there's nothing about him that I gravitate towards. What is it about Ricochet, the guy, that you're cheering on? He's good in the ring. Can do a lot of stuff that other people can't do. But I don't know anything about Ricochet. I know he goes out with Casey Catanzaro. That's it. And I know he used to be Prince Puma. But the Prince Puma character was so much better. Looked so much cooler as well. So I struggle with Ricochet. I feel like he should be a big deal, and he is a big deal. But it's not quite there for me. It's not quite there. I like Andrade. I like Asuka. Roman Reigns. Alright. I've never been a big fan. Aleister Black. I can't say Aleister Black because I've already gone with Andrade. Wyndham's dad is Lawrence Michael Rotunda, aka Mike Rotunda, IRS. Yep. Days, I love The Fiend, but let's be honest, if he's overused, his character will become stale, and it's great that we don't know when we're going to see him. That's why I love Heyman's booking. True, I haven't got an issue with him not attacking Stone Cold, but where you've got Stone Cold and The Undertaker, Stone Cold on Monday, Undertaker on Tuesday, you would have liked him. You know, you're not going to get them opportunities that often, so I would have liked him to have taken out one of them, you know? AJ and the OC did not lose their way. They have been dealt a stupid, ridiculous hand. Well, then they've lost their way, haven't they? You can't say that they've not lost their way, but then say they've been dealt a stupidly ridiculous hand. If they hadn't have lost their way, be it their fault or the booking's fault, is irrelevant. OC are not where they should be. The OC should be a dominant faction that are ripping it up, and they're not. Yeah, they have had the belts for a little while, but they lost those belts to Seth and Braun, which I don't think should have happened. Then AJ got stunned at the start yesterday by Stone Cold, which, you know, you could say is a little bit of a badge of honor, but again, you know, they got destroyed by Stone Cold and by Seth and by Braun, and yeah, like, didn't they lose the main event as well? I wasn't even really paying the main event much attention, but bottom line for me, the OC are not where they should be. AJ Styles is a great wrestler, but OC are not being treated very well at the moment. And I don't really care why that reason is. Days, are you enjoying a little bit of the bubbly? No, not right now. I never drink and stream. It's a bit like drinking and driving. It's very irresponsible. Yes, Days, that's my point. Yep, fine. We are in the same boat then, my friend. We are in the same boat. I am not blaming AJ. I'm not blaming Gallows and Anderson. The booking just hasn't been right for them, so I agree with you. Sting was in the 2K Showcase trailer, so he must still be on good terms. He is still on good terms, yep, absolutely fine. They used him in February, didn't they? He was in the ring for when Batista attacked Ric Flair. Flying knees by The Miz, Andrade charging over, and The Miz gets out the way. Feel like The Miz is going to get a victory here, because obviously we're building towards the pay-per-view, and Andrade is out on the outside of the ring. Shout out to Peter Christ. I think The Fiend should be wrestling a bit more. Love the mystery and promos, but want to see more wrestling. Well, I think it's okay if they kind of use him for the pay-per-view shows. I think it might be a little disappointing he's not on Clash of Champions. But I'm okay with it. It's all right so far. You have to admit that it's going to have been a long time to have gone from SummerSlam to Hell in a Cell if his next match is going to be Hell in a Cell. But he does keep saying, see you in hell, so Andrade just gets thrown on top of Nakamura. Miz does the camera. That's not going to help my problem. Because WWE misuses heel stables, they win once or twice, then they get used for faces to make fools out of them. It's wrong, isn't it? It is absolutely wrong. Good little match this, by the way. I've not been giving it the credit it deserves. We've been ranting about the OC a bit too much. But yeah, Andrade against The Miz. Zelina Vega getting involved. Beautiful back elbow by Andrade. Andrade, one of, if not my favourite in-ring competitors on the main roster. He's up top looking for that moonsault. Standing moonsault and collides into Miz. Miz holds on. Back elbow by Andrade. Skull crushing finale connects. Andrade goes down. 2, 3. He puts him away. I think Andrade really hurt himself there because he is actually holding on to his mouth. Shinsuke comes in. Knee to the back of the head. Miz in position for the Kinshasa. Kinshasa by Nakamura. Smile on his face. They got a big superstar with Shinsuke Nakamura, and I think it's great that they've put the title on him and they've left it on him. I hope he still holds it after Clash of Champions. Bray was scheduled for a feud with The Miz before Creative changed things up. The puppets were going to stalk Miz's daughter. How fun would that have been? That would have been epic. Is that true? Because we did see the puppets behind The Miz a couple of times, but I gotta be honest, I've not heard that. Hey Days, a shout out to you. Ooh, thank you very much, Adam Cram. When NXT and AEW comes to TV, what show will you be streaming? We will hopefully be doing NXT, but I need to find the USA Network. It would make sense to keep it WWE. Do you think they're setting up the 4 horsewomen to win all the gold? Well, hello, we got Matt Hardy backstage. Matt Hardy says he doesn't want to sit on the sidelines anymore. Here's Gable. Okay. Elias approves this opponent. Who is it? Here we go. I would have done that. I would have booked that. That if I was booking WWE, I would have done the exact same thing. Because people desperately do not want Shane McMahon to win this tournament. And I think you could have Chad Gable get the victory. So there we go. It's going to be Shane McMahon versus Chad Gable. And I got to be honest, that's how that I would have done it. I would have booked it that way. Right, Nikki Cross, Mandy Rose coming up. Nikki Cross, Mandy Rose. Little advert for NXT. I can see that we've got to our figure giveaway. People booing. Guys, I will join you with the booing. I will join you with the hate. If Shane wins, I will join you. But I would book this match tonight because no one wants Shane in this tournament. Everyone remembers what happens with Best in the World. We've only just got over it. I'm still not fully over it. And yeah, this is like an epic disaster. But how much of a bigger deal is Chad Gable going to be if he is the man that stops Shane from progressing? If he is the man that can save us, basically. We need saving right now, and Shorty G is the only one that can save us. So if Shorty G gets the job done tonight, brilliant. That's exactly how I would book it. If it's Shane, I am writing a very angry letter. I'll be the first. I will be the first to write a very angry letter. Make no mistake about it. Right, okay. Figure giveaway. Here we go. Figure giveaway time. John Cena, Elite Series 54. Figure giveaway. I will send this anywhere in the world. I don't care if you live in Hong Kong. Although, you know, I hope you're safe if you do. I don't care if you live in Antarctica. I don't care if you live in Siberia, the Sahara, France. I will send this anywhere around the world, right? So, we are going to give that figure away. We're going to go quite deep into the chat here, okay? We're going to go quite deep into the chat. Let's go to the 42nd person. 42nd person. 42nd person that gives me the word. Respect. 42nd person that gives me the word respect. That's what I'm looking for. That is what I am looking for. Anyone can win this right now. Anyone has got a chance. You just got to type that word. Get it in. The 40-second person that does it. You're winning. You're winning. You're winning that figure. Can you feel the excitement right now? As you're typing away, can you feel it? Come on. Who's getting it? Who is getting it? Big. This is big. This is as big as it gets. This is as big as it gets. 40-second person. The 40-second person. We're literally only about 10 minutes away from another Wheel of Fun as well. Okay, let's look at this. Look at all these respects that are coming through. Right, here we go then, my friends. Let's count these up, shall we? 1. 16. 4. 42. We're going to double check it. We're going to double check it. We've got a name. We're double checking it. Okay? You don't need to write the word anymore. 1, 2, 5. 15. Yep, it's the same person. Well done. Harsh Prathai, Harsh Prathai. Harsh Prathai is the winner. So well done to Harsh Prathai for winning the John Cena Elite figure. Well done, dude. You are a winner. Well done, dude. Well done, everyone that took part. Okay, we've got to go back. We've got Nikki Cross against Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose just doing a promo. Okay, I think Mandy Rose is calling Nikki Cross ugly. Okay, there's pictures on screen of Mandy and Nikki Cross. Handsome men open doors for me. They slam them shut for Nikki Cross. This is bullying. This is horrific bullying. Like an oversized rat. Are we meant to cheer for Alexa Bliss now? I don't know if I'm meant to cheer for Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss shaking her head. Mandy Rose saying, come on. And here comes Nikki Cross. Just gonna pelt him down to the ring. Look at that, straight after Mandy Rose. Why does Nikki Cross care? Nikki Cross doesn't strike me as the kind of character that would care if she's just got called ugly by Mandy Rose. I think Nikki Cross the person did. Joking aside, I'm sure I read an article that she said that she used to get called ugly in real life. I think Mandy Rose is kind of playing on that. Do you not think it's interesting that commentary said that Rowan wants to prove he's no one else's puppet? Well, we'll see later. Nikki dropped the F word on the way out. Well, I'm not surprised. She just got humiliated. The Fiend will attack Shane and Gable will win. That would be epic. That would be epic. The thing is, though, Gable has got an issue because you might remember I did a video, you might not have seen, but I did a video talking about people that the Fiend needs revenge against. Bray Wyatt lost the tag titles to American Alpha. Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, I think, lost the tag titles to American Alpha. And it was at that point Luke Harper and Randy Orton kind of properly fell out with each other. Like, there'd been a lot of dissent, but that was like the point that it all cracked. So you could argue that Bray falling out with Luke Harper happened because they lost the titles to American Alpha. And that's Gable's fault. So, but the thing is, the Fiend can't attack Gable. Because if the Fiend helps Shane McMahon progress, that is not going to go down well. That is not good PR for the Fiend. So he can't attack Gable here. But there would be a reason to attack Gable. Where is Michael Mole? That's a very good question. Very good question. Oh, look at the screams from Nikki Cross. It was Harper and Orton, not Bray. Yes, but Bray lost the title. That was the first main roster championship that Bray had won, and it was gone. He was no longer. It was like Freebird rule, wasn't it? But he was no longer champion as a result of American Alpha. They took his first main roster championship away from him. Doesn't matter that he wasn't in the match. He still lost the title. And as we said, as a result, that kind of led to the breakdown of the Wyatt family, or that version of the Wyatt family. Nikki Cross up top with a little bit of a crossbody, and Mandy Rose getting out of the way. Nikki Cross gets the win on Mandy Rose. What does that mean? What does that mean for Clash of Champions? Okay, so that's going to be this Sunday. The fact that they've just won here, does that mean that Fire and Desire are going to win at Clash of Champions? Kofi Kingston's journey brings him back to Madison Square Garden tonight. The world's most famous arena. We're going to hear from Eric Rowan. So Rowan is answering to no one, and he's going to prove that tonight. We're backstage. Protein Tucky! Heavy machinery. They're mixing up some protein shakes. Oh, he is loving that. He is loving that. Okay. La 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 la. Sonya in action. Wish Sonya was in action. I agree. I prefer Sonya. Days, do you have a Kenny Omega figure? No. The figure toy company did make one, but it's not great. I'm not a massive fan of that company. I saw like a Tommy Toy Travels review of those figures, and they break very, very easily. Okay. Right. Well, I need to change this little scroll thing because we've given that figure away. There's no point doing 250 because we ain't going to get there by tomorrow, are we? So let's go straight to 155. I think there's a chance that we could be there by Raw, so we'll go with that. Right. Okay. Let's do the Wheel of Fun. So it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Right, Wheel of Fun time. Go. Spin the wheel. Oh, I need to take championship away, don't I? Need to take championship away. Just take a second to update that. Shout out to James Barry. Sent you the email. Perfect. I'm just waiting for this wheel to update. There she is. Let's spin her around. Go. Oh, slam attack! Here come all the rigs. I know this community like the back of my hand. I mean, just wait. If you are joining us for the first time, just wait. In a second, you're going to see the word, I should imagine quite a few times, the word rigged. Yeah? Mark my words on that. Mark my words on that. We'll see. I mean, we're getting a few pies coming through, but I feel pretty confident that I know this community very well. People saying cringe, people saying boo. Someone misspelling pie. There we go! Right. They're backwards. 3 packs of slam attacks. Gonna give these away. So 3 packs of slam attacks. I'll chuck a little Wrestling Days autograph in there as well. We'll give them away to the 15th person that gives me the word ugly. 15th person that gives me the word ugly. Anador saying fixed. See what you've done there. See what you've done. 15th person that gives me the word ugly. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Connor's Cure graphics all over the entrance ramp. It's pretty cool what they did yesterday with Roman. Okay, friends, let's count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we've got Ember Moon backstage talking to Bailey. Well done. Wow, unbelievable. You're having the stream of your life, but well done to Sue Hines. Sue Hines winning again there. Sue Hines, current champion, and now wins 3 packs of slam attacks. Look, when it's your stream, when luck is in your corner, then it's your stream. There we go. This will be forever known as the Sue Hines stream. So, well done, Sue. Very cool. Obviously, we've still got another Wheel of Fun to come. We're approaching the final hour. We've got an hour and 10 minutes left. Little bit of back and forth here between Bailey and Ember Moon. Ember says to Bailey, save all of this for a match tonight. Okay, we've got Heavy Machinery. I think we've got 2 jobbers. I think we've got Heavy Machinery versus jobbers. Yes. Yes. Heavy Machinery versus... I love jobbers. Heavy Machinery versus jobbers. Remember, we had some jobbers that looked like Heath Slater and Honky Tonk Man last week. Who do these look like? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Heavy Machinery. Okay, we got one guy who looks a little bit like Tony Nese. I'm getting a Tony Nese vibe. Although he's bald. This guy's bald. Maybe Tommaso Ciampa? They've got like Neville attire on, you know, when Neville was in his purple phase. They're like paying homage to Neville. Planting. I don't think they even announced their names. I'm going to call them the Nevilles. The Nevillettes. The Nevillettes! The Nevillettes. Heavy Machinery versus the Nevillettes. Duck underneath by the Nevillette. Get slammed down. Boot to the face. Oh. I need any live stream title opportunities at Clash of Champions. Heavy Machinery are like me and my brother when we are drunk. The Nev Pits. The Nebbles. Oh, what is he doing? What was Tucker doing there? Like, oh. Oh. Here we go, that Tucky. Oh, Tucky getting ready! Corey Graves is shouting, put it back on! As he takes down the straps, there's a little bit of it. Oh, I'll tell you what. The sexiest thing in wrestling this is. You can keep your Mandy Roses, your Lacey Evans, all of that. Little bit of Tucker, little bit of Tucky. Bang! Down we go. Look at this. Nevillettes are done. Heavy Machinery. Heavy Machinery! Thanks for the support, Christopher. Thank you very much, Cole. Appreciate you guys joining us. Obviously, we are approaching the final hour. We've got Shane McMahon versus Chad Gable. King of the Ring. If the Fiend takes out... Oh! Kevin Owens is here? Okay. Shane says he's thinking of getting rid of the $100,000 fine. Just. So I think he's asking Kevin to be a dodgy referee. So he's saying to Kevin Owens, do the job to the best of your ability. Do it correctly. Worth 100,000. It's a good little story, this. It's a good little story. What does Kevin Owens do? Heavy Machinery, the most entertaining tag team to watch. Kevin Owens will probably favour Gable. Hello, Mr. Ryan. Hope you are well. I'm sure it doesn't have anything to do with Bray's theory, but SummerSlam 95 was on the 11th of 19th. Perhaps that's his favourite pay-per-view. If Shane wins, I'm out. If Shane wins, I'm out, because the final then would be Baron Corbin versus Shane McMahon. No one wins there. No, I don't want either of them. So it's got to be Gable. I think it's got to be Gable. I just don't know how it's Gable. Does the Fiend interrupt? Does Kevin Owens fast count or something? I feel like Kevin Owens could cost Shane here. That's probably my favourite theory at the moment. Shout out to James Barry. They haven't done it in a while, but we either get that long annoying list of Baron Corbin's accomplishments or a long annoying list of Shane's accomplishments. That's true. My God, imagine if they face each other. We'll lose the pay-per-view whilst they just do the ring announcing. I would cry if Kevin Owens turns heel and Shane wins. That is just awful. That's like apocalyptic bad, isn't it? I don't want to live in that world. Days, do you have a little bit of the bubbly? No. I do not drink and stream. Jake says, save us Chad Gable. Who would you put in the OC? Finn Balor. I think he would fit. Please God, the wrestling gods, please let Gable win. But this is what it's all about. This is why they're doing it, because they're building up Chad Gable, and they're doing a great job. There's going to be a lot of people hating this online right now. You look online, there'll be a lot of hate. But I think they're doing a really clever thing here. I think they're doing a really clever thing, as long as Gable wins. Big Dog, no way we don't see The Fiend once at Madison Square Garden. That's a really good point by Big Dog. Really good point. You would think that we would see The Fiend at some point at Madison Square Garden. The Firefly Funhouse episode, all those Fiend attacks, and they're not going to do anything. I agree. I do agree. It would seem crazy to not do it. Face it, Shane winning is our only chance of Corbin not being king. Yeah, but if the option is, do you want Corbin king or Shane king? Amazingly, I would have to go with Corbin. I would take Corbin, an actual wrestler who wrestles on a regular basis. I would take him as King of the Ring over Shane McMahon. Chad Gable needs a title. Well, let's not run ahead of ourselves. Let's just give him a win first. Braun beats Rollins on Sunday, and he's going to get attacked by The Fiend. Do you think The Fiend will still show up tonight? Well, my percentage has dropped now. I was 60-40 that he was going to attack Undertaker. I would say I'm probably 40-60 that we see him tonight. I can't believe they're not going to give us The Fiend at any point at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. I will pick the ref. The Fiend won't attack Gable. No, I don't think he will, as it would be a lose-lose situation. I agree. I don't think he will. What have we got now? Okay, I think we're going to the Rowan storyline, the Roman and Rowan storyline. I agree. I like Corbin as a heel. Corbin is awesome. I don't know what world I'm living in. What world am I living in? Where people are appreciating Corbin? Days, where's Neville? He is trapped inside the body of Pac. in AEW. First hour has gone. Yeah, no, it's flown, hasn't it? Days, can we have a moment of peace and toll the bell 11 times? Tomorrow is 9/11. Oh, actually, it's 9/11 here right now because I am watching. Yeah, 9/11. How many years has that been now? 2001, wasn't it? 9/11. And so what, 18 years? Incredible. Incredible. Is Liv Morgan going to show up? I don't think so, because I don't think they've got anything planned for her at Clash of Champions. So I don't think there's a need to bring her back this week. I'd save her for next week. All hail King Corbin. Days, I think you should appreciate the work of Corbin a bit more recently. He's been involved in a couple of good matches. I don't know if I can credit Corbin for those matches, though. Didn't he have a great match against Ali? And, you know, history kind of tells us that Ali puts on great matches and Corbin doesn't. So I would be more inclined to credit Ali with that match. I don't know. I haven't seen enough good stuff from Corbin to give him credit. I think that he does wrestle with a nice intensity now, you know, where he goes under the rope and he runs rounds and he comes back in, and deep six is a good move, and end of days, you know, is a good move. There's a lot of good stuff, but yeah, actually him putting it together to give us great matches, he has not done that on a regular basis. But you could argue is a heel, so he doesn't have to. That would be a fair argument. Okay, we've got Rowan in the ring. Days, Corbin sucks lemons. There we go, breaking news. Okay, Rowan promo. Did the Fiend strike here? Wouldn't make sense, would it? So Rowan saying, you all think that someone tells me what to do? Says, look me in the eyes and see. Well, I am. I'm looking deep into his eyes. I think I'm falling in love. I think he's trying to say that he's got more to him than just being like this big monster. Here comes Roman. Rowan is very upset. I think he was about to read some poetry. And Roman Reigns is on his way out now. The big dog. So we're going to get a collision here. Roman into the ring. Oh, man. I'm sorry, but that Superman punch took about a year to land. How did he not see that coming? Roman got into the ring, jumped in the air. Seems to be in the air forever. Like this. Still up there. Superman punch. To get hit with that Superman punch, you've got to be like Stevie Wonder. Big strike throws. Rowan into the crowd. What is that guy in the crowd wearing? What is that jumper that guy is wearing? Look at all them colours. It's like a Dude Love wannabe. We've got a Dude Love wannabe in the crowd. They're fighting in the crowd at the moment. For them chairs, special chairs, Madison Square Garden chairs that I think people can take away with them. They say Raw and Smackdown on them. That guy, look at him, he sat down, he doesn't want to lose his chair. The guy sat down, he's like, this is my chair, I've paid for this chair. Look, he's really protective of his chair. He's sitting down again, he doesn't want to lose his chair. He must be gutted, that guy, because he's wearing an Elias top. Have you seen? He's got an Elias shirt on. Superman punch again. Rowan goes down. That guy sits back down again. He really doesn't want to lose that chair. He's worried that Rowan's going to... Oh! He's grabbed the guy! He's grabbed that guy! He grabbed the guy! The guy gets thrown! Ah! He was a plant! He was a plant all along! The guy that didn't want to lose his chair was a plant! They planted him! Oh, yes! Yes! Yowie wowie! That was awesome, baby! Oh, that was so good! That was good! I didn't see that coming. I genuinely believe that guy was like an over-animated fan. Shoulder charge into Roman Reigns. The guy in the Elias shirt is down. He's probably not going to get his chair now. He's going to be gutted. He's going to be gutted. It's absolute carnage here. He's dragging Roman up the ramp. Look at this. It's like Roman's been a naughty boy in the shops. And Rowan is like, you're going home. Come on. Oh, man. That fan was awesome. That's like one of my favourite moments of the past couple of days. They're trying to get Rowan away from Roman. I'm more interested in that fan with the Elias shirt on. That was sick, baby. Ah, so good. So good. Roman with a third Superman punch. Is Rowan, like, blind to Superman punches? Can he just not see them? What is it? What is it about that move he doesn't see coming? I mean, the guy runs towards him, stands there, jumps in the air, still standing there, pulls his fist back, still standing there, and then gets smacked in the face. He's got a camera rig now. He's just... Oh my God, it's turned full on Benny Hill. Full on Benny Hill. He's just grabbed the camera thing, swung it in, about 5 people fall over. Loving it. Do you know what? You got to admit that when you saw that Rowan was coming out, you probably thought, it's going to be a bit of a sleeper segment. No, no, no! No, no, no! Fans planted. God. I mean, I knew they were struggling to sell tickets for Madison Square Garden. I didn't realise that they were having to literally pay their own fans to sit in the seats. Do you reckon the whole audience is actually WWE employees? I hope he gets his chair. He deserves his chair after that fan. He's already missed... I mean, he's missed out on Elias. He's wearing an Elias shirt. Elias isn't wrestling. Gutting. Now he's been picked up and hurled on top of Roman Reigns. Gutting. He's probably got some kind of injuries. Extra gutting. And now he might go to hospital and he ain't going to get his chair. Unbelievable scenes. Oh, the camera being used is quite fun, actually. It is quite fun. It is hashtag Benny Hill. It is hashtag Benny Hill. Roman right now on his hands and knees. Oh, what a 10 minutes that was. What a 10 minutes. Oh, I loved it. Roman's like, okay. Okay. That's how it's going to go, yeah? Well, he's gone, mate. No point looking around. He's gone. That was good. The fan was lolling, was he? Oh, can I just... Can we, please? Can we just give that segment the respect that it deserves? That was thoroughly... Look, make fun of it if you want. Thoroughly entertaining. Thoroughly entertaining. Fighting in the crowd. Then that guy that we were talking about, who seemed a little over-animated, turned out to be a plant. Then they're fighting up the entrance ramp. He's dragging Roman. You've got the camera thing being thrown. So good. Oh, so good. Days, the guy thrown by Rowan was the Tommaso Ciampa jobber from Heavy Machinery. Did we think so? I'm not sure. I don't think they would have put clothes on him and put him in the crowd that quick, would they? Would they? I don't know. A very creative brawl. I loved that. Jamie saying no, it was ridiculous. Do you think so? I really enjoyed it. Just grabbing a guy. Why not? Why was it? The ridiculous bits for me was the fact that Rowan just cannot see a Superman punch coming. How does he not see a Superman punch coming? It bugs me. That bugs me. But actually getting so worked up and frustrated that you're just grabbing anything and throwing it, including a fan. I've seen superstars and footballers attacking fans. It's a thing that happens. Eric Cantona in the Premier League, 95. Actually, someone said something to him, and he did like a kung fu kick, wah, to this fan in the crowd. And so these kind of things do happen. It's not something you see all that often. Rowan trying to prove that he's out on his own now. Getting so worked up that I could see it. I could buy it. I'm buying it. I'm not buying the Superman punch thing. I feel that if the Fiend helped Shane win, well, it would be stupid. He can't. Let's just stop there. Are you streaming AJ Ruiz 2? Yes. Smackdown should have started like that tonight. That would have been a good start. Coco Beware introduced Frankie the Parrot on Saturday night's main event, November 19th. Do you think Bray is coming? You've called it, dude. You have absolutely called it. Joe Schwartz has cracked. I am quite happy to sit here and say Joe has cracked it. Joe has cracked 11-19. We're all sat here saying Undertaker. It's going to be Undertaker. But I think Joe's called it. I think it's all to do with Coco Beware, the Birdman, yeah, Hall of Famer, and the fact that he introduced Frankie on that date. So I think what that means is that the Fiend, next time we see him, is going to be in a full parrot costume. He's going to come down to the ring like this. That'd be amazing. Maybe sitting on the shoulder of Coco Beware, the Fiend, dressed as a parrot. Be sick. So many good things and good ideas that are happening on this stream tonight. This is where it's at. Paul Williams says classic Benny Hill moment. Well, who do you love? Days, will you be streaming AEW? We'll be doing the big pay-per-view ones, yes. We'll be streaming the big pay-per-view AEW ones, but weekly Wednesday shows, I think we'll be doing thoughts and reactions to NXT. And obviously that starts very, very soon. Is it next week? I think tomorrow. I mean, we are live streaming tomorrow for NXT, and I think that's the last week it's going to be on the WWE Network exclusively. Right, Rowan, backstage. Keep an eye out for puppets. We always do. He's no one's puppet, but they could. It's just saying Roman lots of times. Roman. Okay, nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. He walked back and forth a couple of times, said the word Roman. There we go. A little bit of interaction with the Madison Square Garden crowd. Roman versus Rowan. That was the jobber in the Heavy Machinery match. Whoever said that is genius. Days, which legend should I draw between Rikishi or IRS or Dusty Rhodes? Do IRS because that's Bray Wyatt's dad. WWE YouTube channel tomorrow, 10 times superstars attacked fans. Good point. Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman. They're just running through the Clash of Champions cards. That'll be a good match. Becky Lynch against Sasha Banks. That might be the match I'm most looking forward to. Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. Clash Champions free for new subscribers. Okay, Charlotte Flair on her way. She's actually sat on commentary, so I'm guessing, is this going to be the Bayley Ember Moon match? It's a pretty good guess, isn't it? I hate that commentators aren't making mention of, doesn't matter who wins between Braun versus Seth, that the Fiend is waiting for the winner. Yeah, the commentary team do a terrible job with the Fiend. Whenever he appears, or like whenever the lights go off, they're always like, could it be? It's like, yes, it is. We all know it is. It's the Fiend! He's here! Yes, he is here. And then you're right, when they're talking about this match, they don't ever mention him. They seem to talk about him as little as possible, and then they're surprised when he turns up. Bayley making her way down. Still with the wacky inflatable people. Side of the ring says, hug like a champ. There's people in the crowd with hug life. Role model. There's little printouts that say role model. Why do they exist? Is she a role model? Why do they exist? Why does that sign say role model and then there's lots of little printouts that say role model? I think she's a terrible role model. Ember Moon making her way down. Bayley wearing a Macho Man inspired jacket. To be honest, I didn't notice it. I couldn't say it was anything that I've not seen her wear before. It'd be great if she was wearing a Macho Man cape. Imagine that. Oh. With Hug Life written on instead of Macho Man. Right. Big kick. I should imagine Bayley will get the victory here, what with her having a match against Charlotte. Fiend is the future. Like we all know, the Fiend is challenging for the Universal title at Hell in a Cell. It's not a secret anymore. Yep. I think a lot of people are dressing as the Fiend for Halloween, aren't they? Days, I think Bayley is obvs a heel, but she doesn't realise that she's a heel. That would be a great gimmick. Bayley just had a half heel turn. Yeah, it's a very interesting heel turn, isn't it? I've got to say I'm on board with it. I like the fact that she's conflicted. I like the fact that she kind of turned heel, did something that she shouldn't have done. You know, she had that chair. She could have thrown the chair away, but she used the chair. Apparently, because of her friendship with Sasha. She did it because she's loyal to Sasha. She hasn't done anything else that kind of suggests that she's a heel. Still, you know, coming down with the same entrance, same smile on her face, still doing the hands up to the crowd, interacting with the crowd. So it's very interesting. It is interesting. It's kind of a more complex character, isn't it, than just she's a heel now. Kind of an anti-hero, which is the term people like. If Chad Gable breathes tonight, that will be 10 months added to Luke Harper's contract. I forgot about Revival versus Big E and Woods. Yeah, I did as well. Is that even still happening? Days, if you had to put a stable with The Fiend, who would you put with him? I don't know. To be honest, I'd probably go down to the Performance Center, grab 2 or 3 people you've never heard of from the Performance Center that look like they're going to be good talents, and I would put them with him. I would go with some fresh faces. I think it'd be a great way to introduce them, and yeah, I'd go in that direction. Bayley heel turn is just because she didn't want to get overshadowed and to be loyal, but is she getting overshadowed by Sasha? Well, I think they could tease a turn between them in the future, couldn't they? Hear me out. What do you think about The Fiend helping Shane, which leads to him getting a title shot because Shane holds power? No. It's more... No. I know The Fiend isn't necessarily a good character, but the crowd are gonna hate and turn on it if he helps Shane. He cannot help Shane. That is a lose-lose situation. The Fiend takes what he wants anyway. If The Fiend wants a shot at the title, he can just bully WWE into giving him one. He can just attack superstars until they give in and say, right, we'll give you a shot. Just please stop attacking everyone. He doesn't need to strike deals with Shane McMahon. That is not a win-win situation. Days, what do you think about Bayley being an anti-face? I like it. I like the fact that it's a slightly more complex character, and it could tease like a full heel turn. It could be a little march to a full heel turn, you know? Nice head scissors by Bayley. Bayley going over, Ember Moon getting out the ring. Knee to the face. Ember Moon goes down. Hard. Bayley against the ropes. Going through the ropes. Gets kicked in the midsection. Charlotte watching on from the outside. Bayley getting up to her feet. Nice, getting out the way. Ember Moon. Bayley to belly. Plants Ember Moon down. Bayley going for the cover. Bayley with the win. Bayley with the win. So we've got 37 minutes left. That is all. That is all. Of course, we've got the King of the Ring semi-final coming up. Charlotte slowly applauding. And actually making her way into the ring. This is Summer House Charlotte. Vacation attire Charlotte. She's Sailor Charlotte. This is like Charlotte in her sailing attire. She's got a little white jacket on. It's like a little business suit kind of a thing. She says, that belt is going to be mine. It's going to be mine. Bayley nods her head, backs away. Charlotte's like, go on. Bayley does. What's this? I think Charlotte thinks that she's Ty Dillinger. Charlotte is channeling her inner Ty Dillinger. 10. Either that or it's the amount of time she will have been champion. Oh man, the Fiend should come now. Take out Charlotte. Lights go out. Mandible claw. Backstage with Kevin Owens, who is conflicted. Doesn't know which way to turn. Kofi Kingston's boom drop on Randy Orton from 2009. The Rock and John Cena versus R-Truth and Miz at Survivor Series. Little gallery of things that have happened in Madison Square Garden. And as the chat was saying earlier, you know, will we see that boom drop repeated tonight? Thank you for the support, Cole. Days, are you attending the Raw Smackdown tapings in Manchester in November? I don't think so. At the moment, no. At the moment, there is no plans to do that. The Fiend should attack Owens, and then another ref comes out and Chad wins. Could do that. There we go. Look, poster up. Kofi admiring it. Oh, look at that. Tonight, Rogers, San Martino. That would have been at the old Garden. That wouldn't have been at that Garden. Picture of Andre and Big John Studd. I'm guessing WrestleMania 1. Iron Sheik, Wendy Richter. I tell you what, if I was there, I'd be like, can I have a look at the corridor, please? Can I have a look at the pictures in the corridor, please? Some sweet images in that corridor. Yeah, Wendy Richter, Iron Sheik. Andre versus Big John Studd. Days, do you still have your Raw ring? Yeah, I do. I do still. It's all still set up downstairs, but just never really sat down and thought about what I can do with it. It's been a while, but I do need. I should do more with it, but I just never have time. I need to spend more time on social media. I don't know if anyone's ever said that. Liv Morgan should be Harley Quinn to the Fiend's Joker. Did Undertaker show up yet? Yeah, started the show, dude. Started the show. Sami Zayn came out. Sami Zayn got choke slammed. It's kind of a cool little moment. Do you remember the Mongo brothers and the mighty Igor? No, I do not. When? What? Let me have a look. Mongo brothers. Let's have a look and see. Mongo brothers. I've got nothing. I got nothing on here for that. There's a few different people that have got that name. No, bud. Hello, Justin. Hope you are well. Days 11/19 was when Anders the Giant won the hot dog eating contest at the state fair. There we go. Do you think the Fiend will still show up tonight? Well, my confidence is ever dwindling away. At the moment, you know, if the Fiend's going to show up, it looks like it might take place in that Chad Gable match, but I feel like Kevin Owens could probably screw over Shane McMahon on his own. I don't know if he needs the Fiend to help him out there. So we'll have to wait and see. Did you see the first Godzilla movie in 1954? Amazingly, no. Amazingly, no. I need Kevin Lena. Oh, yeah. It's been a lot. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. Undertaker is going to come back out and go after Shane. Okay. That would be fun. How long we got left? Oh, man, there's literally only half an hour left. I didn't realise. In fact, there is a little advert on screen right now for Godzilla, the most recent film, which is kind of crazy because the chat's been talking about Godzilla a little bit. King of Monsters. Right, we should be going back to SmackDown. We're probably looking at one more match, are we? Seem about right to go to that main event. Which, thankfully, SmackDown seemed to be having as the King of the Ring. Although New Day are coming out first. So we're going to get New Day, Randy Orton interaction. So Kofi making his way out. Kofi Kingston. I don't know if this is a match or not. It might just be a promo. He's chucking out his pancakes. I really wish he would stop. Got New Day written on his jacket. Smile on his face. Tell you what, he's been champion for a while now, hasn't he? He won that belt at WrestleMania. He's got past SummerSlam. Big smile on his face. The Fiend attacking Vince has got to happen one day. Seth has just tweeted he has recently found out he has another brother and sister. I hope that's a storyline. That'd be amazing. What a great storyline. Kofi talking about how he whipped Randy Orton all around Madison Square Garden. I'm very intrigued by this Seth Rollins news. I'm just going to jump over and have a look at that. Seth Rollins realising that he's got a new brother and sister that he didn't know about? What is that about? In a wild turn of events, I recently found out I have a brother, brackets, and sister not pictured, I never knew existed. Thank you, 23andMe, for bringing people together. Life is a crazy awesome thing, and we are insanely lucky to get to experience it. The hell is 23andMe? Oh, 23andMe, your DNA has a lot to... It's some kind of DNA thing? So he must have had his DNA checked. I don't understand. So do you think, like, this kid came forward and went, yo, I'm your brother? And he went, DNA test! So they went to 23andMe, had a DNA test. It was all a little bit, you know, Dr. Phil. And, turns out it's legit. That is weird, isn't it? There's the picture, by the way. That is Seth and his, real life new brother? His real life new brother? How incredible is that? Amazing. Right, let's go back to this anyway. We're getting distracted here. It's not my fault. So okay, so Kofi saying that's just a little taste of what I'm going to do to Randy at Clash of Champions. Oh, hello. He was about to do a little bit of this, and Randy Orton saying stupid, stupid, stupid. Ah, there he is. He's in the crowd. Nice. Randy Orton saying, I'm bored of hearing of the 2 things you've done in the past 10 years. You put me through a table and won the world title. Randy says, I'm going to take that title from you. He could. He definitely could. Talking about the phony power of positivity. Bad word. He's in with the crowd. It's really cool. There's been a lot of interaction with the crowd, hasn't there? He's in with the crowd. Kofi takes off the belt, drops it on the floor. Disrespectful. Is going over. Are we about to get another boom drop? Is anyone else planted? Are any of these fans real? Oh, chair! Chair by Randy! Across the back! Stupid, stupid, stupid. He's got that chair and he's whacking Kofi with the chair. He's grabbing him by the beard. That is very disrespectful. Hurls Kofi into a barricade. And there's a table. Looks like Randy wants to put Kofi through a table this time. Oh no, he's going to DDT him off the table. Kofi fighting back. Nice, Kofi unloading. We've got to wrap this up soon. We've still got that King of the Ring match. Kofi with a chair. Across the back of Randy. And again. And again. Randy down. He's getting battered with this chair. Oh. WWE have been really interacting with the MSG crowd. They really have. Kofi dragging that table. Think he's going to look for it. He's going to look to do that boom drop again. Crowd are chanting table. Oh, strike to the midsection. Randy slams Kofi. Oh, chop across the chest. Randy with a chair. Randy with a chair. Oh, the table breaks. The table breaks. I'm not sure if it was meant to. They might have to improvise here. I'm guessing the end of this was that table was going to break. He's looking at another table. There's a second table. Okay, thankfully there was a second table that was already set up. So they've already gone through one table. I gotta be honest, it's a bit long. It's a bit long. The segment's a little bit long. Headbutt. Putting Randy onto that table. Hits him with that chair. Looks like he is. Where's he going? He's going to go up the steps. He's going up the steps. Here we go. Kofi on top of that barricade. Randy on the table. Jumps. Ah! Hits it. Hits it. Took us a little while to get there, but man, he nailed that. That was great. Kofi climbing back up again to celebrate. He's got great balance, hasn't he? Look at that balance. History repeats. That was cool. Baby! Reports that the dark match of SmackDown is B-Team versus The Fiend. That would be interesting. Up next. King of the Ring. Shane McMahon versus Chad Gable. Boom. Right, let's do a Wheel of Fun, shall we, my friends? So it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Right, Wheel of Fun time. Final Wheel of Fun of the day. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're all friends. Let's spin this wheel. Come on. Come on. Here we go. He botched the move and landed on Orton's knee. Giveaway! Yes, giveaway. 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 Right, giveaway. I don't know if we've given away all of the old magazines yet. I'm going to have to count them up. So right now I'm unsure. But it doesn't matter because we've got new magazines. You might have seen the review that we did of this WWE Kids magazine. This is not in the shops yet. This, I think, oh, hang on. Maybe comes out on the 12th. So it should be out in a couple of days. So yes, this is not out yet. Brand new. Even the shops don't have this. Greatest rivalries, dog tag, tank. Well, look, if you saw the video, then you'll know everything that's in there. So we are going to give this away. WWE Kids Magazine. Who can rival the Queen? The King. Right, we're going to give this away. That is going to go to the 27th person that gives me the word. Ref. 27th person that gives me the word ref. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Can't believe that I survived 2 shows without forfeit. It's like my dream week. The only problem is this chocolate is getting older every single day. When's it out of date? How long have I got till? Where is the date? I don't even know if it's got a date. I can't even see the date on it. Made in China. Best before. Oh, we've got time. Right, okay. Let's count these up. Let's count these up. Right, 1, 2, 3. Well done to Ants Bids. Well done to Ants Bids. Not a name that I recognise, but Ants Bids. You are a winner! WWE Kids Magazine. Well done, dude. Well done to Ants Vids. Perfectly in time as well, that is, because we are just about to go back to SmackDown Live. And we are obviously 15 minutes away from the end of the show. Chad Gable versus Shane McMahon. And I'm sure that Kevin Owens is going to be special guest referee. I'm sure he will accept it. Will we see The Fiend? Do we see The Fiend? I've got to be honest. I'm probably down to about 10% no. 10% yes and 90% no. Kevin Owens is in the ring, a special guest referee. I just don't think they're going to want people talking about The Fiend. I think they're going to want people talking about Clash of Champions. I love the fact he comes out to American Alpha music as well. Love Chad Gable. I love Gable. I really do. I am a Gable fan. I didn't even get full entrance. Didn't even get a full entrance before we had Here Come the Money. Here come the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar. And out he comes with that World Cup. Best in the world. He's trying to put the crown on top of the World Cup. Sort of fits. Oh. This next 13 minutes could make or break this year. Couldn't it? These next 13 minutes are actually quite important. These next 13 minutes are going to decide if I go to sleep happy or not. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar. Come on. Come on, Fiendy baby. Or Kevin Owensy baby. Or any babies. Just not Shane McMahon baby. Both Raw and SmackDown at Madison Square Garden this week might be ending with a stunner. Well, good point. Good point. A good point well made. Okay, semi-finals. Shane McMahon versus Chad Gable. Shane McMahon versus Shorty G. Gable. Great wrestler. I mean, the way he stands as well. Beautiful. Look at the height of that. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Quick count from Kevin Owens. Gable. Gable. Gable progresses. Kevin Owens, 1, 2, 3. Shane McMahon is stunned. Oh, is he going to recall it? Is he going to... Look at that. Shane McMahon can't believe it. Oh, no, 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 no. Shane's like, no, no. No, no, no. What's happening? 2 out of 3 falls. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match now. The height he got then with that suplex was absolutely insane. Look, Chad Gable's going, look, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, from behind, Shane McMahon. This is a tasty, tasty way to end SmackDown. I'm into it. Oh, he is slamming Chad Gable into that commentary table. Over the barricade into the timekeeper's area. Oh, it's good, isn't it? It's good. January 2019, if I said to you Shane McMahon versus Chad Gable would be main event of SmackDown, you'd ask me what illness the WWE locker room is suffering. That's a really good point. That's a good point. It is borderline unbelievable, but here we are, and it's working. I'm sure everyone is feeling the same as me. We are urging Chad Gable to win this, and I gotta be honest, I'm not only urging him to win it because I don't want Shane. I've wanted Chad to win this from the start. I'd love to go back and find footage of me saying I would love Chad Gable to win King of the Ring, because I have felt that way from the start. But before everyone thinks that I'm just bigging myself up, I did very quickly follow that up with, but there's no chance. There's no chance. There's no chance he's winning it. But I would love for Gable to win it. I was always a big American Alpha fan. I always loved American Alpha. So, yeah, this is very, very cool. Days, is Kia Days okay? She is, cool. Well, if you was to ask her, she'd be like, yeah, I'm perfect. She's jumping around and climbing upstairs and everything that she shouldn't be doing. But I can't look her in the cage anymore. She's too active. When she was ill and she knew she was ill, she would spend the day lying down feeling sorry for herself. Now, there's none of that. Forget that. Bouncing around, playing with the ball. I mean, you still got to be careful. We're still not taking her for long walks and things like that. And we are still obviously watching her, but yeah, much, much, much better. She thinks she's fine. She's wrong, but she thinks she's fine. Shane is the kind of heel you just hate. That's true. Shout out to Chase, Carl. Days, what's your email? Oh, sorry. wrestlingdays@gmail.com. wrestlingdays@gmail.com. We're just at the last commercial break. We've got 8 minutes to go. We've got 8 minutes to go. We got 8 minutes to go. Aladdin available Monday. I never saw that. Did anyone see Aladdin? Was it any good with Will Smith as the genie? Didn't look great. But maybe it was. Maybe it was. Maybe it was the greatest film of all time. I know it's not wrestling related, but still. I guess no Liv Morgan tonight. No. We need more NXT call-ups. You can't do more NXT call-ups. Who's worse, Shane or Greg Gagne? Shane, I think. Shane. Because there's way more talent now than there was back then. But a very fun comparison. Okay, we've got Gable on the outside. We are back. How long we got? 6 minutes. I'm not seeing a Fiend strike. I gotta be honest. Okay, Shane going up. Posing. Gable has been beaten up on the outside. Kick by Shane. And again. Kevin Owens is like, oh, I can't believe this. This isn't what's meant to be happening. Be interesting to see how quick Owens counts when Shane goes for the pin. He's got Gable up. Slams him down. Shane flexing. Nice, couple of nice quick strikes there. Gable firing back. Not a great pace to this. Back elbow by Shane, kick to the midsection. Gable goes against the ropes. Round the back, looking for a crucifix. Looking for a crucifix. Gets it. Kevin Owens is... Oh, what is Owens doing? What is this about? Owens did a quick count and now he's hardly counting at all. Kevin Owens, very conflicted here. Very conflicted. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Quick count by Kevin Owens. So, looks like the deck is stacked in Shane's favor. Nice strike. And again. If the Fiend was to attack Gable, wouldn't Gable go through by DQ? I'm just thinking out loud. Nice net breaker by Gable. Yeah, Shane is down. Gable going over to the corner. He's climbing up. He's gone to the top. Gable with a moonsault. Lands it. Come on, Kevin. 2. Sure, that was a 3. Why is Kevin now taking so long? I don't get it. Kevin was 1, 2, 3 on the first fall, and now, if Gable had got that, well, he wasn't thinking about his livelihood when he did the fast count for the first fall. Why is he thinking about it now? Okay. Shane, torture rack with Gable. Plants him down. 1, 2. Yes, this is 2 out of 3 falls. How are we going to get 2 falls in? Kevin Owens is saying, no, you can't use a chair. All these people watching. Shane's like, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You take the chair away. Ooh. Oh, nice ankle lock! Middle of the ring! Ah, if Shane taps out, Gable wins. Oh, he's dropped down! There's nowhere for Shane to go! He taps! Shane taps! So Gable does win 2-0. I mean, look, you can't blame Kevin Owens, can he? You can't blame Kevin Owens. Gable running around. If I was Shane, I'd be like, no, best out of 5. Best out of 5, best out of 5. Baron Corbin, Chad Gable, that is our King of the Ring final. There we go. Kevin Owens is saying, what was I supposed to do? I did everything I could. You tapped out is what the crowd are chanting. That's on you. Oh, Shane from behind. Attacks Kevin Owens. Drops the elbow. Unloading. Shane going over, grabbing a mic. You're fired! You're fired! You just fired him? You just fired Kevin Owens? Wow, did not see that coming. Kevin Owens has been fired? And he didn't do anything wrong? Well, he wants to get onto HR. I can tell you that much. Human Resources. Very angry letter. Getting fired for no reason? Wow. That's cool. That's cool. Not only did Gable go through, but we've had a nice little twist there with Kevin Owens getting fired. That is cool. That is cool. Supreme Rose says it's scripted. He's not really fired. What are you on about? He's just said that he's fired, so he's got to be fired? Shane McMahon, an actual McMahon, has just said out loud on a microphone in front of a lot of people, "You're fired." He's fired. Simple as that. Put in your scores, guys. Get your scores in. Fire your scores in. See what I did? As to what you thought of this. No Fiend. Lousy show. Yeah, that did suck. That really did suck. Do you think Stone Cold or Taker said no to putting over the Fiend? Well, what I don't understand is why could there not have still been a face-to-face? Why couldn't the lights have come out and they come on? And you've just got the Fiend looking at the Undertaker. Just kind of staring at him up and down. Just look him. Lights go off again, come back on, and the Fiend's gone. Why not that? What's wrong with that? That doesn't hurt the Undertaker. Cool moment for us to enjoy. What's the issue? Someone from WWE is watching. What was the problem with that idea? Better than Raw. 4 out of 10. 8.7. 6. 10. 6.5. 7. 1. Wow. This is really split. I would go with a 6, I think. I think I'm at a 6. There was nothing Fiend related in there, but still, you know. I thought there were some decent matches. Thought the main event was good. Kevin Owens being fired is a talking point. Opener, I thought was good with The Undertaker. But like the Bayley Ember Moon match, I wasn't really into that. Andrade Miz was okay. I'm feeling about 6. 6 to 6.5. Good Raw, good SmackDown. I think they were solid. Shows. Do you think Kevin could go to NXT? That'd be amazing. Kevin to NXT? Yeah, they could do that. Oh my god, that's such a good shout. Kevin Owens to NXT. Big Dog says MSG shows were way overhyped. Days of 6 is a bit harsh. It's kind of in line with everyone. A lot of people are saying 6s, 7s. Look at that. Swaggy has come in and said 6. Evil Realms says 7. Dark End says 6.2. Sarah saying 8. I don't know. I'm standing by my 6. Why? Why was it higher than a 6? What did you see that made it higher than a 6? Really? Think about it. Give me 7 reasons why that SmackDown was good. You could go crowd. You could go Undertaker. You could go main event. You could go... Some of the action was good. Can't remember any great matches. But the matches weren't bad. I'll give them a point for that. You could go... Kofi Boom Drop. Although it took a little bit of time. You could definitely go the Rowan thing, where he threw the fan and everything. I'm on board with that. Legit, I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else. If I could think of a 7th right now, I would say it. Can't think. Commentary. Nothing out the ordinary. No crazy ring attires. Nothing backstage. I'm at a 6. Greg announced a dark match. Fiend versus B-Team. That'll be crazy if it is. Chad Gable winning. Horrible. Days, why'd you always wear that hat? Because my hair's always a mess. I think that's it. I think we're pretty much done. I'll give it a 6-2, but nothing higher. The ending was boring. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, no Michael Mole. Right, guys, that is it. Of course, you don't have to wait too much longer for another stream. We are back again tomorrow. We will be here this time tomorrow for NXT. Well, actually, it will have been and gone because it's about 1 o'clock and finishes at 2. But this is going to be a big NXT because it's the last NXT on the WWE Network, or solely on the WWE Network. From next week, it goes on to the USA Network. Obviously, first hour on USA Network, second hour will be on the WWE Network, which I don't really understand how that's going to work, but that's what they're doing. Yeah, should be cool. Looking forward to it. So make sure that you hit subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure that you join us tomorrow for that, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.